Hi, my name is Jason Grant, and this is Living with Integrity, a series of short stories on what it means to live with integrity. Enjoy! Show up. After we've done our clearing up, waking up, and growing up, we are ready to show up. Showing up here is a process of doing what you really want to do with the fullness of yourself. It's doing those things which you always wanted to do and doing those things that you love to do at all times with the full presence of your full self-realized person that you are. Most people don't want to show up most of the time. This is because we have a history of broken humans. Those broken humans are only able to show up in parts because they are only partially complete. They will only show up when the times are right for those parts that are complete to show up. Meanwhile, when you're a completely spiritually whole and self-realized person, you're able to show up all of the time with all of yourself. This is an incredibly fulfilling way to live life. It is the ultimate way to live life. It is ultimately living with integrity. This is also the best place from which you can actually help other people without ever needing anything in return. Showing up as your full self is so rewarding that words can hardly explain and describe it. You've got to try it for yourself. Of course, to be able to do that is not necessarily an easy task, but whoever said it was going to be easy anyway? If it was easy, you wouldn't actually appreciate the entire process, and you wouldn't certainly value the goodie at the end of the rainbow, as Alan Watts describes it. Majority of people, humans, dare I say superhumans, who've made a massive impact on humanity are the ones who have shown up regularly for a very, very long period of time and delivered value to others. To be able to show up regularly and for a long time and not give up on yourself is something that requires a lot of personal power. This is why it's important to completely realize yourself, wake up, grow up, and clean up to actually have that personal power that you require day to day, night to night, week to week, month to month, year to year, decade to decade. People who are working on projects for decades on end are people who have come to terms with themselves, people who have worked enough on themselves to understand that to make massive impact on humanity, they will need to have every tool in the toolbox to be able to show up all of the time. Without showing up, we won't make any impact on humanity in practical terms. Showing up occasionally is usually not good enough. certainly it's not enough to make any major impact and make the waves in the ocean of existence. Most of us notionally want to, or conceptually want to, show up all of the time. This is why you will hear a lot of people say, I want to do this, I want to do that, and so on. But rarely will they actually put any of those thoughts to practice. This is because they are somehow blocked either on their waking up, growing up, or clearing up axes of development. It's interesting to observe here that other axes of development impact on showing up. Most of the time you're instructed and coached to just show up, just do it, as if it's something that you don't know you should be doing. But most people, including you, rarely act on their shoulds. Most people rarely even act on their musts. The reason is because they are standing in their own way, and that's why they're not showing up. So in order to achieve that regular showing up, we got to actually work on other areas which are blocking us from showing up. This is commonly misunderstood by coaches, mentors, and various human development specialists. They are trying to coach at the problem as opposed to coaching at the cause of the problem. Of course, in Fresh Mind program, we are always coaching at the cause of the problem, which is yourself. This is why once you deal with yourself, you are able to actually show up all of the time, enjoy the process, continue on with the journey no matter what perceived obstacles you might be facing, and ultimately succeed in the complete sense of the word succeed. Complete success includes completeness of your human experience and completeness of your spiritual journey that is enabling your purposeful life's work and realization of your calling on this planet. By showing up regularly in this full and holistic way, you can actually make multi-generational impact on humanity and continue being of service long after you die, should you wish to choose to die when you do. So, show up. Hi guys, thank you very much for watching yet another story from Living with Integrity series. Please post in the comments on what caught your attention the most, perhaps thought that you had or a question that you have for me. I'll most likely introduce it in future episodes as a theme. Also, if you like or dislike this, please do so and share this with other friends of yours who will benefit from this. I really want to turn this into a community effort, and I'm committed to posting once or twice a week, so watch out for future episodes. Subscribe to the channel as well and ring the bell so you can get the notification when the next story is up. I've got loads and loads of these, hundreds of them in plan, so please stay tuned and let's get this channel growing. Thank you so much.